Hey, hope you're having a good night or day or whatever it is. If you hear snoring in the background, it's my dog. She just has to sit right next to me while I'm reading this tonight. Maybe she senses that this is going to be a hard reading for me. So, as I was saying last night, I can only chew off a little bit at a time in this chapter. It's a rough one for me. So I will only be doing a little bit tonight again. It's funny because before I start these videos, I get very nervous and I don't even know why. And I think it's because I'm having to relive a lot of this stuff and kind of deal with things on a different level as I'm talking to you guys about it. So anyway, tonight I'm going to be reading on page 117, where it starts at 2 years later. I'm in a dark room, small room with no windows. There is one light bulb hanging from the ceiling. It barely lights the room with a shade of dark yellow. I'm enclosed in here. There is no way out. The door was locked when Mummy and Papa went out. I heard the sound of the lock after they closed the door. They were arguing with each other as they went out the door and forgot to say goodbye to me. I am sad. Sitting on the dirt floor with a piece of cloth around my bottom, I feel the dirt and grit of the floor. My hand has dirt on it. I cry for a moment, but I know that I am alone, so no one will hear me. Crying is futile. I stop the fussing. I am afraid to move because Mummy and Papa told me to sit still and stay until they come back. My stomach hurts and my mouth is dry. I am so lonely and sad. I close my eyes and want to sleep so that when I wake, my Mummy will be back. I cannot sleep. I don't know if it is day or night. I hear the noise of people talking outside. My heart pounds. But then the voices fade away. They are gone. It wasn't Mummy and Papa. It was someone else. Man, this is some heavy stuff here. I have such vivid memories of this time of my life, even though I was just a little tiny toddler. I really can remember the sounds and the feel of that grit on my body. And, that could be why I have such a thing about cleanliness too. But I can remember sitting there and hearing those clanking noises in the background and voices and being in this dark room and just not knowing whether it was day or night and not knowing how long I was sitting there. I mean, you're unaware of time anyway. And I think as a child, 15 minutes feels like a long time. And I was totally unaware of, what time of day it was at times and how long I was sitting there. I have no idea. But, here I am as an adult and I look back at that little child that I was and what I endured as a child. And, it's sad to think about a little child experiencing something like that on that level of loneliness, no mother, no father, and that level of poverty. But now, at this point in my life, I am just grateful for that experience because I think it's made me who I am and it made my life a lot more rich. So, I wouldn't throw away that experience for anything because I know what it's like to not have food, not have parents, and not really have a great home, and to feel that aching in my stomach when you're really, really hungry. And I don't think I would ever, want to go back to it, but I certainly wouldn't throw it out because it made me a better person. It made me, appreciate things that a lot of people take for granted. But, it makes me appreciate what I do have and how far I've come since then in my life. And it's pretty amazing to be able to experience the life I have now and what my life was then, and the vast difference, and that's what makes life rich. So, like I said, I would never, I don't regret, I don't hold anything, about that time of my life. It's it's what made me who I am today. I'm not saying I'm like this fantastic person, but what I'm saying is it makes you a different person when you experience this type of life, this level of poverty and hunger and thirst and everything. It makes you appreciate just the absolute simple things in life. So anyway, that's all I have to say about my reading tonight. I hope that, you have everything you need in your life, and that you're not lacking for anything. Hopefully for love, for peace, for, most likely if you're listening to this, you don't worry about where you live or what, when you're going to get your next bite of food or whatever. But I can hope that that's not a problem for you, and also that you are not lacking in love and joy and peace too in life. And all of you that keep watching this, I so appreciate you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Thank you.